The Emancipation Proclamation was a strategic political tool that President Abraham Lincoln used. And because we were in the Civil War, he did not want to have to get in battle with the border states. So it is important for you to understand that enslaved Black people in those border states were not set free by the Emancipation Proclamation.
It talked so much too about how Blacks didn't really celebrate and were still told what they could and couldn't do. So what is freedom? What's the price of it? It's still, to me, a question that we struggle with today.
What is freedom? And by textbook definition, it means the ability or the right or the power to speak and act as one wants to without hindrance. And when we're asked that question in the context of Black America, anybody saying that Black people have the right to speak and act as they want to without hindrance is not living in this world.
So if politicians and corporations want to lend a hand in solving the systemic racism rooted within the fabric of the United States, there's one place to start. There's no better time than Juneteenth to demand reparations for African Americans. Juneteenth should be a sober day to reflect on the unique challenges Black people have faced and continue to face in this country. And this is coming from Dr. Keisha Bain when she was on MSNBC, or this is what she wrote for MSNBC, and that she is exactly right about that. And so I want to close this particular segment with words from the one and only Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which still, unfortunately, rings true today.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the Black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps.
There it is, Charlie Kirk and Josh Hawley and anybody else from that ilk. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. laid it out why it is still so important for us to continue to call this country out on its hypocrisy and the tragedy that is happening in Black America even to this day.